nervous about, right? Even if you have a bad recruitment interview, you're still on their board. They want you. There's a reason they're here to see you today, right? You're extremely talented and you know that. I just want to give you a little talk. That's all I want to do. I want to let you know there's 5 schools here to see you, right? You can meet with them in whatever order you want. And you don't have to make a decision today. That's obviously your choice. And there may be more schools coming to see you. I don't know. So just be confident, be you, and you'll be fine. Right? Go ahead, go in there, and make sure to talk to me before you leave after the interviews, okay? Hey, nice to meet you. My name's Steve Bushhauser. I am the head recruiter of Providence University. Go Friars, alright? I'm glad you took the time on your day to sit down with me and have a chat about this because we have had you on our recruiting board for years, ever since you were a freshman in high school, believe it or not. We have been targeting a young guard like you to come in and make a difference at our program, right? Providence Friars, we're not necessarily the big name on the block. We're not a Duke, we're not a Gonzaga, but we are a team that has a chance of competing in the Big East, and we are tournament hopeful, right? We make the tournament, I'd say about 50% of the time. And I think an addition of you to our squad would help raise that percentage up to about 80%, right? We can compete in the Big East. We've shown it before. We can compete in the tournament. We've shown it before. Recently parting with head coach Ed Cooley has set us back maybe a little bit, but I think it's, more so we need more talent in our organization. And I think you fit that profile, what we're looking for exactly. A strong guard can easily take it to the rim and can also step out and shoot when he needs to. That's exactly what we're looking for. And you would be a starter, an instant starter on our team if you were to commit with us. And obviously, I don't want an answer today. I want you to think about it. I want you to talk to your family about it. But we are extremely, extremely interested in you. And honestly, I can tell you right now, it would be full ride scholarship plus NIL incentives. Anything you make off your name is all yours, obviously. But you would not have to pay a penny for school to come to Providence. I don't know what else to say. We need you. We need a guy like you. And you, honestly, I probably shouldn't tell you this, but you're number 1 on our draft board. We really need a strong guard. That's where we're lacking. And no offense to the players now, but that's just, I'm doing my job, right? So I want you to take time to think about it. You are our number 1 choice, right? You are the guy we are sending all of our resources to have an interview. And if you would like, we could fly you out to Providence and we could get you in on a practice with our team and see how you fare like that. If you enjoy it, that's great. If you don't, that's also okay, right? And we're not going to force you into a choice. And we don't want you to feel like you have to join our squad if we put all this time into you and bring you out or whatever. It's up to you, right? We're here for you. So I just want to introduce myself. I'm Steve Bushhauser. And it's great to meet you, and I hope to hear from you soon, right? You have my number. I left it with your agent earlier. So give me a ring if you want to set something up and maybe take a trip out to Providence and get in on a practice and see what we're all about. Okay? Alright, thank you. Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Mickey DeMarco. I am the head recruiter from Creighton University. Go Blue Jays. I'm glad you took the time to sit down with me today. I have quite a few things to talk about, but first, before we start, was that Steve? Was that Steve from Providence I just saw walking out of here? Did he interview you? Okay. Please tell me you're not considering going to Providence. Yeah, I don't want to overstep or say anything, but I've been talking to a couple of guys out there, and I know them, and I've known them for a while. But I wouldn't sell yourself as low as Providence. You know what? You'll just have to wait and meet them because, just don't. I don't know. I'll just continue our interview. Sorry, I had to get that out there. So I've been looking over your stats throughout your season in high school, your high school career. Obviously, you played varsity ever since you were a freshman, which is great. It shows how good you are and how you've always is that we are looking for a facilitator. We need somebody to carry the ball. As you probably know, we recently lost quite a few of our players to the NBA draft, which I will say, as a recruiting officer, that is a good thing, right? That is a good thing for you to see. We produce NBA talent at our university, right? And that's what your dream is. Obviously, you want to make it to the next level. Multiple players have come from here and gone to the league. Notably, guys like Kyle Korver and Doug McDermott are more so in the past, but recently, like last year's graduates, we had Ryan Kalkbrenner go to Charlotte. Guys like Jemiah Neal and Stephen Ashworth also are playing in the league. I don't know if they have necessarily on rosters, but they played in the summer league. They might be playing in the G League right now. But we give the opportunity, right? You get your name known here. We are a tournament lock almost every single year, barring something happening in the Big East that we don't expect. But we are almost a tournament lock every single year, and we've made it far before. Granted, that was a lot with Ryan Kalkbrenner and guys like Baylor Shireman, who I haven't even mentioned yet, who play in the NBA and play actual good, meaningful minutes in the NBA. There's plenty of people, right? We give you the opportunity to take it to the next level here, and I think you would fit great on our squad, right? Like I said, we need a facilitator. You're a bigger guard, which is great. We preach the mindset of not fouling on our team. We do not like to foul. Coach McDermott does not like to foul, which I think is kind of our staple, right? You know, we're known for not fouling. We will not let you get to the free throw line and beat us at the free throw line. So, you get you on our squad, right? A facilitator. You got great big long arms, right? You don't have to foul because likely the guy you're going to be guarding is going to be shorter than you. So if he drives on you, you will not have to use more of your body. You can just go straight up in the air and you will have the height advantage and the size advantage, which is awesome. And we've seen your highlight tape, right? I think the whole nation's seen it. You can shoot. You can do just about everything. And it would be good if we got you on our team and in our program, because we have younger guys. We have like Jackson McAndrew. You can grow with him. I'm not saying you're going to stick with us for the whole 4 years. Maybe you're a one-and-done player and go to the league like that. I think you definitely have the potential for it. But having you into our program would be a monster benefit for us, and I would absolutely love to get you out for a practice with us and meet Coach McDermott and the supporting cast out there, and really show you what it is to be a Creighton Blue Jay. Okay, I left my number with your agent. Again, if you want to, give me a call. We'll get you out into Omaha, and we'll show you around the facility and the campus and everything. And I don't want you to make a decision on the spot, right? Even if we're your dream school, I don't want you to make the decision right now. I want you to talk with your family, maybe your coach, maybe your agent, and we'll see. Okay. But the offer's extended to you. It will be a full ride. Obviously, you make all the money off the NIL and everything, but you won't have to pay a penny to come to school here. We will pay for everything. I hope we're in touch. I hope we keep in touch. I'm excited to hear from you, and I'm excited to see what you have in store for your career in general, even if you choose to go to a different school. Okay? Again, it was nice to meet you. I'm Mickey. You have my number. Okay? Hi, I'm George Hudson. I am the head officer of the recruiting department here at Arizona State. Let's go Sun Devils. We're really interested in you. I'm going to be flat out blunt because I've seen some of the other guys out in the waiting room there. And I really don't think our program stacks up necessarily to some of the bigger guys out there. But I'm going to just give you my flat out, right? Nothing held back. I'm going to put all my cards on the table, right? You're obviously very talented. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. We only recruit the best here. We're not necessarily known for our basketball program. But that being said, you would be a guy who would slide in and be the star. You would be our number one option almost every single play until you're tired and can't go anymore, right? You would be our offense. We would build the program around you. How does that sound? Yeah, that's what everyone usually what I like about you. It's not necessarily somebody who is, transferring in after sitting on the bench at a higher recruit or a higher star school like Duke, right? Coming in, you would obviously be the star of the team. And a lot of people, come to Arizona State. We're known as a party school, right? We're not known for our athletics. Maybe our football recently with like guys like Cam Scadaboo. But basketball, I don't know, right? It's your decision. I'm just saying, if you wanna, if you're not attempting to go to the NBA, right, and you want to enjoy your time and you want to be the guy on campus, a lot of parties, man. A lot of parties. I actually get invited to them. I know. I've been out of college for 20 years now. I still get invited to them. I don't go. But that being said, right, the decision's yours. Obviously. Full ride to our school. You'd get all the ladies. You'd be the guy on campus. It's up to you, right? Like I said, I saw our competition out there. This is the best speech I could come up with. I had something else planned. Then I walked in and I saw the other schools out there, and I said, you know what? We're gonna freeball it. We're just gonna go. So if you like the speech, I gave my agent your number. Give me a call, and we'll work something out. Like I said, full ride to our school. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Your agent has it. George Hudson. Don't forget it, right? If you ever need anything, call me. Okay. Hey, come in. Sit down. My name is Owen Pearson. I am the head recruiting officer at the University of Michigan. Go Wolverines. And I want to start this a little different than you might have gotten with other recruiting officers, right? I want to tell you what it means to be a Michigan Wolverine, right? National championship for football. Basketball program consistently reaching the NCAA tournament, right? Hockey. We are a great hockey school. Not that matters to you at all. Let me tell you what it means to be a Wolverine. What it means to be a Wolverine is you wake up every day and you put the work in, and the results are given themselves. We build programs. We build schemes within our basketball offense, our basketball defense that work. They work. They're statistically proven to work for anyone, including you. That being said, we have a great program, and I cannot promise you anything other than you would be on the team, right? I can't say you're going to start. I can't say we're going to run our offense through you. I can't say that you're going to be, six man even. I can't make that promise. My job is to pique your interest in the University of Michigan. And, if you want to come live down in Ann Arbor for a year or 2 or 3 or 4, however long you want to stay, that's up to you. But what I can tell you and what I can promise you is that the development you would receive at this program is unmatched, right? We would develop you into an NBA-ready player. And it's that simple. We can't promise that you'll start. We can't promise that you'll score 50 a game. But we can promise you that you're going to get better. Every single day that you go to practice, you're going to get better. We have a great coaching staff. We have a great student section. The fans show up and they show out every day. And it's great to play in the Big Ten. How many people can say that they played college basketball in the Big Ten? Exactly. Not a lot. Just however many teams are in the Big Ten and however many players play for each team. speech may be a little lackluster compared to others, but all I gotta say to start it is Michael Jordan, right? You ask me why, right? Michael Jordan. Why should I come to the University of North Carolina? Michael Jordan, right? We have produced the greatest NBA player of all time that went to college, right? Put a little asterisk by that. That went to college, the greatest NBA player ever. Michael Jordan. I'm kind of messing with you, okay? We offer great opportunities here at North Carolina. You would be an instant starter on our team. We're tournament hopeful, right? As you probably have watched March Madness throughout the last 10 years, you've seen us, right? We've gone to a national championship game. Unfortunately, right, the Villanova game, it still haunts me. I know, it still haunts me. But if you were in our program, I think things would be a little different. We would be able to, let's say, I don't know, I can't make any promises, right? But I would believe that we would be willing to offer you a full ride. We would be willing to get you out here for a practice, right? A tour of the facility, if you will. And of course, campus tour and everything. But I'm sure you're more interested in the athletic side of the University of North Carolina. We even might be able to get you to meet Bill Belichick. If that's something you would want to do. I don't know. He's a big name. He's not doing too hot, but he's a big name. So yeah, we can't promise you anything, right? But I would assume it's a full ride. And we'd love to have you in our program. A guy like you, a big guard. Big guards are the new thing, right? We've seen it before. Magic Johnson kind of started it. But you can shoot. Everyone's seen your tape. We've all seen your tape. And it's real good. It is real good. So yeah, I would really appreciate it if you would consider us, right? We have a great program. That's really all I can say is how good our program is. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Tar Heel fan for life, right? No, we do have a really good program. And I think you would look good in the North Carolina blue. I left my number with your agent. If you feel inclined, give me a call. And obviously talk to your family, talk to your friends, talk to your dog, talk to your neighbor. I don't know, talk to people and ask them what they think, because it's a hard decision to make yourself. I know it is. I've seen it so many times. I've been doing this for so long. I've seen it so many times. Yeah, just talk to your family, talk to your friends. But if you want to, we're willing to bring you in. We want you, okay? We want you. Alright, like I said, my number's with your agent. Give me a call if you ever feel inclined. And ask for Alden Miller. Ask for him and he'll get you set up, okay? Alright, I thank you for your time, and I hope to hear from you soon. Hey, how'd the interviews end up going? Good, that's good to hear. I'm glad that you were able to, weather through that, and I'm glad you're excited about it. That's a big thing for me, is I like to see the players' excitement when they get to actually have interviews with these colleges, because it's a lot of kids' dream, right? It's a lot of kids' dream to go play college basketball somewhere. Did you happen to, make a choice on which team you would like to go play for? Are you waiting to find out in the future of other schools to come? Do you have, out of these five, which was your best? Which are you thinking? Oh, great. That's great to hear. I honestly, I was hoping you'd pick that one. If I was in your shoes, I would have picked that one too. So I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad the interviews went good for you. Other than that, I hope take care. You always have my number if you want to reach out. I'm here to help you, right? Maybe I can help you get another visit from another school, or if there's any school in general that you're wanting to maybe try to get into, let me know and I'll see if I can work my magic, okay? Alright, have a great rest of your night.